Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to take your scraps, and these in this case are the new WonderFlex Pro thermoplastic that I just did a review on. And so this is how I made the little additional pieces, the casting pieces, instead of using resin. This product's fantastic to use as it's so smooth and nice. You just heat it up, take your scraps. As you can see, it gets softer. Make sure it's really good and soft. I will tell you that your fingers may feel a little warm because you are heating a thermoplastic up. So just like any other thermoplastic, just be really careful. Once it's soft, take it and push it down into the mold. These are just a couple molds that I made out of a product called Ugu. And so it's just silicone caulk and some cornstarch. And so I push it down in it, smooth it in, push it really nice. Smooth out the back side. While it's warm, it is very malleable. So I'm letting that one dry. Take some more scraps. This is a longer trim mold that I made. If you're familiar with my Athena build, this is the trim mold that I used around the base of the Athena mold. So heat it up good again. Flip it and just make sure it gets really soft. And once it's soft, you can take it and kind of roll it up. And I like to smash it a little bit and then stretch it and fill in the gaps of the hole. It stays soft for a little bit, so you don't have to like go super fast. I have the video sped up just so you don't get bored watching it, but just really push it down into all the cracks and crevices and smooth it out really nicely. The better you push, the more detail I will tell you that will come out on the front side. I did a ton of bits with this for my Athena, and then I just made the crown that you saw, the king's crown. This is how I made the bits for it. And as you can see, voila, that easy. And I'll just lay it here to dry. And then I'll pull this one out of the long mold. Still warm. Push it down flat onto the table. I'll cut off the end piece because I want to show you how you can reheat and reuse that piece in a minute, just in case it didn't do right or you messed up or you didn't like it. So I just take that piece, heat it back up. So if you mess up, it's no big deal. Just take it, reheat it, reuse it. One thing I like about this over resin is that it is reusable. So if you make too many pieces or you mess up on anything, you can just push it right back down into the mold, just like we did before. Smooth it out really nicely. Make sure all the cracks are filled. And that's pretty much it. It's not really hard. I love this product. So people have said, how's it different? So as you can see right now, the white product I'm using, this is the original WonderFlex. So it has a mesh backing. So I thought, I wonder if I could do this with the original WonderFlex, just like I'm doing with the Pro. I had never tried it before because it has that backing on it. That backing keeps it in place and for stability purposes. But I thought, well, let's heat it and give it a try and see what will happen. And so it was a lot firmer. I will say I had to push harder into the mold for sure. But it actually was working, which I was kind of surprised. Now, bigger mold might be harder because that meshing kept it kind of stagnant, I guess. So it doesn't like push out and mush out as easily. But it was nice and warm, and so it did actually go into the mold. And it actually turned out okay. Now it's grainier because it's not as smooth as the WonderFlex Pro. The WonderFlex Pro picks up the details like crazy. So smooth, so nice. Really turns out a really nice casting. So let me show you up close. This is the trim and the first casting. And then that's the original. Don't drop it like a goof.